Hey YouTube, this is Noah Meehan on the Arc of Truth again. It's currently May 28th, 2017, and it is 10:23 p.m. Now, I haven't been posting videos lately because, well, kind of laziness, and because I'm having to do some stuff in terms of community college, so I'm sorry about that. Now, anyway, here's what I learned just today. It's just happens in Portland, which is actually very close by here in Seattle. Uh, there were these two white women who just decided to make their own business by selling tacos on the street on like a food car or something. I don't really know what term it is, but yeah, I'm kind of ignorant on that part. Anyway, th- this all started back in December when they were in Mexico, and they actually talked to a few women because they actually had some of these tacos or burritos that they had, and they actually liked it. So they thought about maybe talking to them about how to make them and possibly reproduce that in the United States, specifically in Portland. And so that's how it was until, well, news broke today that a blogger just so happened to not like this because it's cultural appropriation. My god. I mean, this is so wrong on so many levels. Here's what I think. This this is not kind of. It is a definite infringement on the person's economic freedom. Because they obviously had every right to sell anything on the street, whether it be just McDonald's or just something. In fact, I just used McDonald's as a example. I know it's a horrible example, but still. Here's the second thing. Food is it's like they're using food as sort of a trademark for a person. And if you look on Sargon of Akkad's channel, he actually made a story about this in his weekly video, This Week in Stupid, or well, this week of Stupid. I don't recall what the exact title was. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. He mentioned that while he didn't really know too much about copyright laws in the United States, he did mention that he researched it later and actually found that a lot of people said that you can't trademark food. You can trademark maybe basically a symbol or maybe a song that is kind of expected, but with food you can't really do. Besides that, they didn't. The people who originally made this back in Mexico, they didn't really trademark it. In fact, if they were actually here, I doubt they wouldn't have a problem with it. I think they would be like, yes, thank you. In fact, if you want the real thing made here in Mexico, just come over to our place. I mean, true, you can look at that place as well, but still, our place is available, and and here's the thing, that's kind of like an unintentional advertisement for anyone. And here's another thing. What I said earlier about how these people might think if they heard about this or actually made a saying, that's exactly the problem. These social justice warriors they never really thought about what these original creators of this kind of burrito thought. They didn't really bother to fly down there. They didn't bother to email them or call them or anything. They didn't do anything. And yet someone decided that they should have their restaurant closed because it's cultural appropriation, and it's sort of like offending Mexican people. Come on, I mean, I'm a fourth generation Portuguese American, and I'm goddamn proud of it. Very proud of it. If there were restaurants actually um showing off Portuguese food, and these people turned out to be not Portuguese. In fact, they're just very, very white and not related to Portuguese. I would be fine with that. That's coming from a Portuguese American. In fact, that kind of promotes the Portuguese culture. I bet not too many people know too much about Portugal anyway. So that alone can maybe spread knowledge about the people. So what's wrong with that? I'm sorry, it kind of angers me a little bit. Not as much as my last video about Manchester, but still. This kind of would in a way be a message to me as well, because I don't know if this is actually gonna be coming in the future, but I may be thinking of using this channel as maybe like maybe as my revenue source. I don't really know if that's gonna happen or not. Let's just see in time of how much subscribers I get, and how many videos I decide to put out, and how passionate I'm in about this. But say I did, and these same people, these same social justice warriors, decide to come and try to close down my channel because it's all cultural appropriation. This sends two messages to me. One, it's infringing on my free speech because obviously someone did not like anything what I had to say about it. In fact, if there are anybody in here that thinks that way, boo frickin' who. Grow up. I'm 20 and I can do better than that. I'm 20 and I do better than that. That's what I meant to say. And here, the second reason. This is infringing on my economic freedom in order to build an entrepreneurial business. This is the same, in fact, that is the same thing that these two ladies were working on. They wanted to make some money, and at the same time, do something that they passionately love, which in this case would be cooking. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, a lot of people are trying to earn money. So if this continues on, this just it ruins pretty much not just a person's economic opportunity due to this stupid cultural appropriation rule, but also it could oh man, I'm trying to think of this. It could pretty much in fact do a lot of damage, not just to damn it, crap. I don't know what that other I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, people, but anyway, it does. At the very least, this shows that this will destroy the economic opportunities that these women had tried to strive for. That is the main problem. And if this continues on, it just it would be much more of like much further of like an Orwellian future, kind of like that in 1984, but base it more on an economic viewpoint, where we don't really have much of an opportunity because someone's might be offended. Oh my god, offended. And that's that would limit everyone's opportunities. Just here to put that out. Okay, that is going to be my first of 2 videos for today. This is Noah Mian from the Arc of Truth. See ya.